Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football back here at the 90th Annual Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention. We are here with the new head coach of the Johnson Jaguars there in San Antonio, Coach T.P. Miller. Coach, first off, congratulations on the new gig, and it's welcome to football season, right?
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm excited to be here. And what better place to be is Texas High School Coach Association Convention.
I mean, it's the official start of the season for everyone. You know, kind of when everyone leaves here, it's kind of time to get to work and,
yes,
and kind of get going on it. But, you know, the convention itself is a great time, and it's, you know, you as a young coach being a part of the association, being out there and helping out. How important is it for coaches to be a part of the association and be involved?
It's very important. As you know, I'm a product of THSCA, and I say that because a lot of people don't know this, but my wife actually works for Texas High School Coach Association. Okay. And so I was able to get all the good information about being a member and reaching out to younger coaches and bringing them up and staying in our game and staying in our profession. As far as especially the program, the Rock Mentoring Program, it's been phenomenal. We had one of our coaches, his name was Kyle Langell. Coach Kyle Langell was in that program, and it's so beneficial for the longevity of our profession.
Yeah, and you know, listen, you're a product of that because your mentor, one of your mentors, Coach Mark Soto, who you worked with at San Marcos, and he came over to Johnson, as obviously on the board of directors, and has been a big part of the association as well. He kind of, you know, I know he was one of your mentors. How big was Coach Soto in your development as a young coach, helping you out?
It was huge. He gave me my first job right out of Texas State. Went there, talked with Coach Soto, and he said, "Hey, we want you here back at San Marcos." And I was able to work with him for about 8 years. I departed San Marcos, went to Seguin, worked with Travis Bush, and then when Coach Soto got the job at San Antonio Johnson, he gave me a phone call, said, "Hey," and we ended our paths back together. But he's been a remarkable in the growth and helping me grow as a coach, as well as other coaches in the profession. Coach Rutledge, Coach Martin, Coach West. I mean, all the coaches that I've been able to talk to, including Coach Travis Bush, which his dad was my high school coach.
Yeah, Bruce
and
Bush,
so,
yeah.
Yes, sir. And so I was just able to be around great coaches and pick their mind anytime I can and just sit back and just learn and bring in everything that they've taught me.
And you got to hang out with San Marcos with our own Ishmael Johnson. I know you and Ish have known each other for a while. So he was so fired up when you got named the head coach. He was fist pumping in the Slack chat. He was ready to go. How, you know, you're not, you know, I don't want to date you, but you're not that old of a guy. You're a fairly young head coach.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything when you got the call and you know the district told you, hey, you're the guy here at Johnson. When you got that job, was it a little like, wow, I'm a head coach already? You know, was it kind of surreal?
It was surreal. It was definitely a blessing, and I tell you what, the community's great. Johnson's great, and our principal, Mr. Comlander, our AD, Coach Kelly Parker, and our superintendent, Dr. Mike. It's been phenomenal transition, especially having a principal like Mr. Comlander that gets it. His dad was a coach. He was a coach. And so it just really helps with the transition and learning all the ins and outs as a young coach, not just on the field but off the field because, you know, you get in this role, it's not just football.
There's a lot of administrative stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a lot of non-football stuff that goes on your plate.
Exactly.
I guess it helps, though, because you're an internal promotion. You're not having to go to a brand-new school because it's hard enough to go to a new school and learn the kids and learn because every school operates a little different. The administration in the school kind of wants things done a certain way. So at least you have that. You know how things are going at Johnson. You know kind of what the roles and the routines are, and you can just deal with the head coaching stuff. I mean, I can't imagine it'd been a lot tougher going to a new school as a head coach and trying to learn all that. You're probably drinking from a fire hose.
Yes, sir. Of course.
We look at your ball club in 2022. Obviously, you had a heck of a year last year. You know, you win 10 ball games, district championship. I know the playoffs didn't go quite the way you guys wanted, but still a great season when you look back on it. A little bit younger group this year for sure. You lost a great senior class. What are the Jaguars going to hang their hats on in 2022?
I think hanging their hats, we have a couple key guys coming back on offense. We have a receiver coming back, Alex Tavares. We have some offensive linemen coming back, Jonathan Conway, Kai Minnow, just to name a few. And then we have a dynamic quarterback that also had experience as a freshman on varsity last year. His name is Ty Hawkins that's going to be with us. But just being able to transition and have that confidence. We had a new offensive coordinator that just came in. His name was Michael Burrow. Coach Burrow is coming from Austin Vandergrift, so he's bringing his package his personnel and his personality.
From a successful program.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
And so, and on top of that, it's just he's a kid magnet. Kids love him. And so we're just taking one day at a time and just going to learn from the good, the bad, the indifferent. And I think that's what's going to take place that week one is learning. It'll tell you a lot about the team, the identity of the team.
We'll get to week one in a minute, but you look at your district. I mean, it's a good district. You know, you got the 6 Northeast schools, 3 Northside ISD schools, very competitive district top to bottom. I mean, it's going to be a week in and week out grind, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It sure is. It sure is. And it's a phenomenal district. Northside, Northeast ISD combining.
Great football.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
And great facilities, great programs, great coaching. It's. I mean, if you can get into the playoffs, you're prepared when you get into the playoffs because of the competition you guys play in your district.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's talk about the week one classic there at the Alamo Dome. It's going to be a fun event. The DCTF crew is planning on coming down Saturday. You get to coach against your mentor, Coach Mark Soto, there in the Judson Rockets. You know, that program name speaks for itself. You know, Judson and the type of program they have. What's that mean for you and your community to play in a game like that and to play an opponent like Converse Judson to open the season?
Man, it's just great for San Antonio. Great for Texas high school football. Great for our community, not just for the football players, but the cheerleaders, the band, the spirit members. Just great for all around for the school and just exposure.
Yeah,
exposure, and that's what it's all about. It's about the student athletes, about the kids, and so. Obviously, when Coach Soto and I get on the field, I mean, we're going to be competitive.
You're going to try to beat him. You're going to try to beat him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But we also know that, hey, it's not about us.
Yeah.
It's about all the great community that we have and that we're in.
It's what makes Texas high school football special, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Coach, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the new gig. We appreciate what you do for student athletes here in the state of Texas, and good luck in 2022.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you
good
for
job.
having me. Thank you.